Hey there and good afternoon traders. This is Trader Tim from eMiniMind.com. Today is Monday, August 14th, 2017. Doing a Monday market analysis to kick off the week. On Thursday in the video, I drew up this trend line that connected the major pullbacks that we've had. 1, 2, 3, just about 4, and then we'll call it 5, 6, 7 back down here. Well, on Thursday of last week, we had the big move down, and that came right down to the trend line. Friday, we did not break the big body sell-off candles low. We came about one tick away. If we go back to Friday on the intraday chart, moved down very close to the low of the previous day, and then set up nicely in retracements out of that low. Now you'll notice that I've drawn up the opposing short on the daily from highs down to lows. Whenever you're drawing a fib retracement, you always want to draw from the left to the right. So if it is a down market, left to right gives you a retracement above. And if you're in a bull market, pulling from left to right gives the retracement below you, letting the market either bounce up into a short or pull back into a long. So now we get into kind of that textbook situation where we're between the 250s, and so we want to wait and see if we break the 61.8 of the short, in which case the long should then take us up to its negative 23% target, that 2500 level that we've been talking about. So nothing really overly bearish at this point. Certainly there's a lot of news that's coming out, both from the world scale, North Korea, here in the U.S. So there's a lot of catalysts that could come out really at any time during the week. From an economic standpoint, the economic news, that is a pretty standard week in terms of reports that will be coming out, nothing too out of the ordinary. But we'll want to be cautious in between these two levels, this 24.45 and 24.62. If we can break tomorrow 24.68s, then I'd be looking for some follow through, some push up higher. There should be a little bit of resistance up here. This support should now act as new resistance. And the 24.75, we've only been able to close above that level one time. So a close above 24.75 would be super important, and a breakdown below 24.35 would also be important. If we reverse tomorrow and start selling off and break down through the 50%, break the 61.8, come down to this 24.20 target of the short, then we can start drawing shorts, and that's when a larger market sentiment change would be in order. One trade I wanted to highlight from today, right about the top of the hour, first 30 minutes after the market opened. I'm sorry, an hour and a half after the market opened. But basically, when we approached this 24.62 daily, and I want to be looking at what is the market's reaction to that daily level. So we had the gap up, we moved pretty strongly to the upside, some nice little retracements taking us higher. And once we broke the swing low back here, about an hour 15 into the day, we formed the swing low. We broke up to a new high about just shy of an hour and a half into the day, and then just after that we pulled back, sold off, broke the previous swing low, and then bounced nicely into the 50% retracement. Now this one made its way down to the target and then nothing more really, but I'm always looking for a 512 setup. You'll notice this 50% was a 24.65. Well, that's pretty close to the 24.62 daily. So I'm looking at the 512 chart for setups in the direction of the daily chart when we're approaching that daily level. So you can take the entry on the 512 and see if that holds, and you can get some momentum into a bigger level like a daily. If I don't hold overnight, so this strategy could also be used on the SPY if you want to get in at a daily level and then try to hang on for multiple days in the overnight. And you could also use options or some other vehicle that has a little bit more contained risk in the overnight parameters as it is. So that's kind of what I'm looking at going into the week ahead. We've got some clear lines in the sand. If we can break higher and close above 24.75, that would be strong. If we roll over tomorrow and have a couple of days that take us back down to the 50, I'd want to see if there's any buying coming in, especially down at these lows. Also, these lows did not break the gap up back here. That was beginning of July, so 24.35 low has held. So some pretty strong kind of factors for the bulls. And then the other thing to note outside of the stock options futures markets, Bitcoin has surpassed 4,000 and continues to make its way towards the 5,000 and most likely, 5 digits in the coming months and years. So watching that, and it's posing to be a pretty good opportunity at this point. I wish everyone a great week of trading. Doing live trading tomorrow morning, as always, on Tuesday. eminimind.com/VIP. In about 3 seconds here, we're going to have the closing bell. And there she goes. That's all she wrote for Monday. Have a great week, everyone. If you have questions, shoot me an email, tim@eminimind.com, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.